Good morning, Brother Paul. Good morning, Kamal. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Brother David Noel's in the house. Good to see you. How's it going, Mr. Wade? Things are absolutely fine, my man. Checking in from the NC. Checking in from the NC. We got our brother Paul, brother Kamal in the house. Good to see you guys this morning. Good to see you guys this morning. Come on in, guys. Mr. Stern is in the house. Good to see you, sir. Mr. Stern said, yo, yo, yo. Good to see you, man. Robin's in the house. Good to see you. Good morning. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We got Lakshmi in the house as well, too. Good to see you. Happy Saturday, Lakshmi. Glad to see you here. Miss Wade is in the house. Good to see you, baby. Good to see you guys. It is December the 9th. You know what, guys? Last week, when I did the live stream, I said that we had like 60 days left in the year, I recall my wife telling me. And I was like, man, why did I see an 11 on the 11-2 versus it being a 12-2 last year? I was like, man, or last week, sorry. I got my dates wrong because this year has flown by significantly, and it's been a fast year. I feel like, man, time is just moving so fast. It is moving so fast to where I'm barely able to keep up with the dates these days. People ask me all the time, hey, what time it is, or here, what day it is, or, and I'm just like, it's already December. It's already December. So you're talking about we have less than 21 days left in this year, or just about 21 days left in this year. If my math serves me about right, my math could be wrong. But let's just say we have about 21 days left in the year, guys. What are you guys going to do for the rest of the year? What are you making plans for 2024? I hope you guys have some ideas in mind, because you're not going to accomplish anything at all unless you set goals out for yourself and you write those goals down. And that's what we do here and we talk about here on this channel. But today I got a good show for you guys. We're going to be talking about secrets to getting into tech in 2024. Okay. I'm going to give you guys some secrets into getting into tech in 2024 to encourage you, if you haven't made the move yet, to make the move. And if you are looking to make a move, you may be a brother Paul who's looking to take the next step in his career and go towards the CISO route, right? Making that move in your life. This is a live stream that will help you to make that move into some secrets that'll get you hired in 2024 in the tech space. Guys, if you guys haven't, you guys don't know who I am, I'm Antoine Wade. I run the Black Heights channel, and we do live streams on a Saturday and a Sunday. And today we're going to be talking about unlocking the secrets of getting hired in 2024. I will tell you guys like this. I've been in the tech space for over 18 years. I've seen a lot of things from the start of my career as a software engineer to being a GM of a public traded company. I've seen a lot over the lifetime of my 18 years within the tech space. And what I would tell you is that there's a space into the tech space for you. Tech pays a significant amount of money. Tech gives you a lot of job security. Tech allows for you to leverage the skill sets that you have to earn a good living for yourself and your family. It gives you opportunities to climb the ladder, gives you opportunities to travel, gives you opportunities to innovate. And that's the industry that I know. That's the only industry that I know because I've been in this industry for my entire career. And I just want to encourage other individuals who are looking to get into this space to go ahead and do it. But you have to have reasons why you're going to do it and a plan on how to do it. And you should gain some insights today from this live stream on how you can go about doing it. Okay. So let's dive into it. Before we do that, let's do this. I want to shout out to the folks who are in the chat. We got brother Paul Healy's in the house. Good to see you, my man. Paul is taking the next step in his career as well, getting ready to embark on his MBA journey and absolutely crush it. And before you know it, he's going to be a chief information security officer. That's his goal. We got brother Kamal in our house coming to us from Japan, leveraging the United States Navy and absolutely crushing it in his life goals as well, too. Going to be a civilian pretty soon and going to be crushing it as well because he's going through life with a plan and he's sticking to that plan and absolutely doing some amazing things. We got brother David Noel in the house. Good to see you, my man. We got brother Steven Stearns in the house coming to us from the ATL, or he may not even be in the ATL because this guy travels a lot. He was in Australia a couple weeks ago. He was in Las Vegas. He travels the world a lot, and he does it with his beautiful wife, who is also in the tech industry as well. Just absolutely crushing it. Good to see you, Mr. Stern, in the house. We got Robin in the house. We got Lakshmi in the house. We got Miss Wade in the house. We got AI and Me, who is in the house. Guys, if you guys haven't subscribed to AI and Me's channel and you want to know about data science, data analytics, go ahead and check out brother AI and Me, another wonderful content creator coming to us on the YouTube University, giving us the game and showing us what the possibilities are if we were to get into data science, data engineering, data analytics, and so forth. And we got Mr. Grand Barrett in the house, man. Good to see you, my man. He's looking to obtain his R8CSA 200 certification from Jersey City. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, guys. So let me just jump into the topic at hand and talk a little bit more about the tech industry before I dive into the practical steps that you can take. So let's talk about this, man. In 2024, right, the global IT spending is going to increase significantly because you got companies still investing into ways to become more efficient using technologies that's going to allow for them to diversify, but not only that, allow for them to grow their profits, right? And when you think about the global IT spending, you're not just talking about the United States, you're talking about China, you're talking about India, you're talking about all across the space, all across the world. You're talking about a projected spending amount of $4 trillion by 2024. That's a lot of freaking money, right? That is a lot of freaking money that's going to be spent in the tech space. And it's largely with digital transformations, upgrading older systems, going to the cloud, spending money on cybersecurity, spending money on enterprise software. So people who are in this space are going to get to the money. That's a lot of money across the world that's going to be changing hands. And if you want to be in the world of getting money, in the world of tech, this is the space for you because you see how much money is being spent into this area. Companies are going to continue to invest in artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things. And that investment is expected to surpass 110 billion by 2024. That's a lot of freaking money. That is a lot of freaking money. In the world of Internet of Things, spending is projected to exceed 1 trillion, right? So you think about all these tech devices, monitoring devices, all this connectivity. All that stuff needs to be sold. All that stuff needs to be supported. All that stuff needs to be delivered and implemented. And that's where tech comes in. And that's where you come in if you're looking to break into the tech world. You can be a part of that. You will get paid a lot of money if you have the skills to be able to sell this stuff, or if you have the skills to be able to implement this stuff, you have the skills to be able to support this stuff. You're going to make a good amount of money. The job growth is expected to grow 11% by 2024 in the tech space, particularly in areas such as software development, data analytics, where AI me is in, AI and cybersecurity. Those are all the areas where you're going to see a significant growth in 2024. Okay. Software development, data analytics, AI, cybersecurity. Now, you guys are probably saying, oh, well, are those the only areas that this is going to grow, Antoine? Absolutely not. When you think about software development, well, when you develop software, you got to support it. When you develop software, you got to implement it. When you develop software, you got to sell it, right? When you are doing data analytics, you got to present it. All that stuff requires people and resources, and you can be those people, those resources to be a part of the tech world. Okay. AI is going to continue to get the investment. It's going to continue to create new jobs. Cybersecurity, you're still going to get those hacks. You're still going to have to protect companies. Companies are going to spend a whole bunch of money to protect themselves, and you're going to be able to make a lot of money off of that. Not only that, you're talking about remote work expansion as well, too. Now, I know some of these big companies are cutting back on the remote work opportunities. They're sending people back to the office, return to the office. You're hearing all of this stuff from these big companies about return to the office. But I will tell you like this. The remote trend is predicted to continue in 2024, with 25% of professionals in North America expected to be remote by the end of 2024. Okay. You're going to see a lot of changes in 2024 when it comes down to remote work. Big companies are saying get back to the office. Well, the real estate market, commercial real estate market, is going to change some of that again. Okay, leading you to get the opportunity to work remote, like many of us who are in the tech space, so that you can have that flexibility that you want. You can go and pick up the kids in the middle of the day if you need to. You can go out to lunch, whatever it is that you ultimately want to do. Remote work is still going to expand, at least in the United States. And from what the data that I've gathered, it's across the world. Okay. Another perk of being in the tech space. Now I'll give you my life situation. I haven't been dedicated to an office since 2009. Okay. I haven't been dedicated to an office since 2009. Do I go to the office? Absolutely. I go to the office every once in a while, but I haven't had a home office or a business office where I've had to sit down in my desk since 2009. So remote work is not anything that's new. Remote work is new because of COVID, and people have been doing it for a very long time, and it allows for you to have a lot of flexibility, and I absolutely love it. And we're seeing that trend going to continue. Okay. Cybersecurity investments. That's going to be huge because the spending is going to be $170 billion by 2024 in response to the change of the digital landscape and cyber threats. You're talking about green computing initiatives, sustainability efforts. All that stuff are going to continue to gain traction in 2024. We haven't even hit on the healthcare technology growth, because healthcare is another area that is forecasted to grow in 2024. You got companies like Epic Systems, you got Panasonic, you got Philips, you got McKesson. All these tech healthcare companies or healthcare tech companies are projected to grow in 2024. You're talking about a growth to around $390 billion. Okay. And this is driven by the use of tech in patient care and medical data management and a remote assistance for allowing individuals to see a doctor without actually having to physically be there. This is all because of technology. And you got to be a part of this, guys. You got to be a part of this. AI and automation impact. Okay. Although people are scared about AI and automation is still going to create up to 50 million new jobs by 2024. That's around the world. 50 million new jobs by 2024, transforming business operations and customer service in numerous industries. And you may say, oh man, Antoine, it's going to be eliminating jobs, but they're going to be jobs that are created. Now, are you ready to take advantage of those jobs that are going to be created? Do you have the skills to be able to take advantage of those jobs that are going to be created? Those are the things that you need to be thinking about. Don't be afraid of AI and automation and tech going to take things away. Well, it's also going to add things to the society and to the world. And you have to be in a position to take advantage of it. Okay. So these are projections that I've gotten from Gartner, from IDC, and from IBM that, tech is going to continue to boom in 2024. Now, here's one of the things that I want you guys to know. In 2024, there's going to be an increased blend of technical roles and non-technical roles in the tech industry. Okay. The tech industry is no longer just a domain of programmers and engineers. Many people, when they hear of tech, they say, oh man, I got to code. Oh man, I don't want to code. Well, in tech, the non-technical roles, the non-coding roles are going to be those roles that are going to help with innovation. Those are going to be a lot of the roles that you're going to get paid a lot more money in. So if you're scared of tech because you're thinking that you have to code and program, that is the least. That is not the truth. Okay. There are many roles that are out there where you don't have to code. You don't have to do anything technical at all. But in 2024, you're going to see the blending of the technical and non-technical roles in the tech industry. Okay. There's a growing demand for professionals with a blend of technical skills and non-technical skills. And this is because technology is becoming basically increasingly integrated in our lives. We have smartphones, we have smart glasses, we have smart AirPods, we have smart hats, we have smart everything. So in order for you to be able to support that, you can't just have a technical person talking about it. You have to have people who have non-technical abilities to be able to speak about it, to sell this sort of stuff, and to understand it and break it down to people who are 2 years old, 3 years old, to be able to leverage this sort of stuff. Okay. You think about roles like product managers. Product managers are responsible for bridging the gap between engineering and marketing. And they need to have a deep understanding of the technology behind the product. So they don't do the coding at all. They just need to have a good understanding behind the technology behind the product. And they need the ability to translate the information into a compelling marketing message. Okay. And they collaborate with engineers, designers, marketing professionals. And it is a career path that will help you get to the CEO if that's your goal. A lot of CEOs have been project or product managers in businesses that they worked in before. You got another one, which is non-technical or a blend of technical and non-technical, and that is UX and UI design. These guys are responsible for creating interfaces that both look at the aesthetics in the eye and make things easy to use for the end consumer. And these guys need to have a strong understanding of human psychology and the behavior and how eye movements go back and forth, and have a good understanding of digital trends that are going on as well, too. And they need to be able to work closely with engineers to ensure that the interfaces are feasible to the users. You don't want to create something with a button that is out of the way. So these guys have a combination of technical skills and non-technical skills as well. You also have content marketing, content marketers. And these guys are responsible for distributing the content that attracts users to engage with the product or service that they're looking for. And they need to have a strong understanding of SEO and social media marketing, as well as the ability to create high quality digital content that will attract an audience. Technical and non-technical. These are some of the roles that if you are in this chat today, that you should be looking at. Take notes. I know I don't have any visuals on the screen right now, and that's something that we're going to get better at in 2024. But I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. And you should be taking notes on, hey, you know what? What are my skill sets? What are some of the roles that I can get into that has a combination of technical skills and non-technical skills that doesn't require me to actually code? And content marketing is one. Product management is another one. Okay. Business development, technical sales. All of those are areas that will allow for you to be in the tech industry, but not required to code. Tech sales professionals, they sell complex technology products and services. I'm in that space. That's the space where I live in right now. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. It's been absolutely life-changing since 2018 of getting into the tech sales space. But the tech sales representatives, they need to understand the technology that they are selling, as well as the ability to build relationships with customers. And what I would tell you is this. These guys make the most money in the tech space if they are doing good. That's it. It's a big bet. But these guys make the most money in the tech space if they are a good salesperson. So your ceiling is a lot higher in a tech sales role. Your ceiling is a lot higher to make the money that you ultimately want to make to change your life. It's a lot higher in the tech sales role. And not only that, it gives you the ability to learn a skill that's going to last you for the rest of your life. And that is helping people solve problems. That is also helping and building relationships with individuals, which is something that we need to do in order for us to get to the money. Okay. In business development, these guys are professionals that help to identify new business opportunities for the companies that they work for. So they do lead generation. They have a good understanding of the tech industry. They build relationships. They're almost like salespeople as well. They work with partners and customers and negotiate deals and close deals in sales as well. I kind of look at tech sales and business development as the same thing. I blend the two, different names for them and so forth. But these are all roles that are a combination of understanding technology, not having to sit down and code, right? And having the ability to understand products and solutions, but also be able to understand your customers and what their needs are and being able to communicate effectively. Okay. As technology becomes more complex, companies will need individuals that have a combination of both a technical acumen and a non-technical acumen. And the technical acumen doesn't mean that you have to turn the knobs and code and write syntax and all that other stuff. It just means that you have a good understanding of understanding the technology and what problems that it solves and being able to communicate that. Okay. When you have a combination of non-technical and technical skills, you're going to see a lot of innovation, because people who work into product management or technical sales, what do they do? What do they do? They innovate. They innovate because they see a problem that a company may be having. They are talking to a customer and they're like, man, we're seeing these problems all the time. Okay, well, we have the solution for it. But there may be another problem in that. And you may say, you know what? I want to start a business on the side that solves this problem that my company won't get to in this time frame, or that we just don't do in a business that we're working on. So when you're in a non-technical and / technical role, opportunities will come to you a lot faster, and it will give you ideas to innovate. In companies that have people who are in non-technical and technical roles also will find ways to innovate as well. It also helps to improve decision making, because people who are non-technical, right, and have a bit of understanding on the technical side and have those skill sets to understand it, they are equipped to make decisions better on information that they get, versus sitting here and saying, I know we have this problem, we can resolve it, but I don't know how to communicate it to the customer. No, we know how to communicate to the customer. We just have to tell them about the problem and how we're going to resolve it. So it gives you an opportunity to make improved decisions and faster decisions as well into a business. Okay. So think about it. The tech space is going to continue to grow in 2024. You're going to have a combination of technical roles and non-technical roles. You have to make the decision if you're going to go towards a role that is a combination of both, or you want to go on the technical side and be one of the coders, the architects, the engineers, and so forth, or if you want to be on the non-technical/technical side, the sales engineering, the business development, the product management, and so forth. You have to make that decision by doing your own research and talking to people who are in these spaces. Okay? But one of the most important things that I want you guys to learn from this live stream today is that companies are really focusing on and stressing the value of skill sets and practical experience. So this tech space that we are in, it's competitive. And 2020, 2021, 2022, early on, companies were like, oh, you know what? We're growing so fast. We just need to hire people. And sometimes we need to hire anybody who don't have the skill sets and so forth. Well, now you've seen with the shift into the market that we're in, it's become a lot tighter of a job market. So now we're looking at individuals who have those skill sets that can provide value to the overall company, provide value to individuals. Okay. So when companies are going to look to bring somebody on into a company, they're going to look at, does this person have the skill sets to do the job? Does this person have any practical experience to showcase that they've done the job? Okay. They're going to look at that. They're going to look at that. They want to see that you have the ability to adapt. You're versatile. They want to see that you can solve problems. They want to see that you can make decisions and you can make them fast. They want to see that you have good communication skills and the ability to work inside of a team. They want to see that. They want to see that. I'm not going to hire anybody that doesn't have those skill sets. So a lot of times when I'm hiring and I'm looking at people from college, I want to see if they've had an internship. Have they worked for other companies before? Have they even worked in customer service? What coursework have they gone through? I'm in the process of hiring an intern right now. Matter of fact, I already hired him. He starts in January. But one of the selection criteria that I looked for was, has he done what I'm looking for him to do before? Even if he's a senior in college. Has he done it before? Has he worked with other people before? Has she worked with other people before? So do they have the skill sets? Do they have the practical experience? Yes. Good attitude. Somebody that I can work with. I'm going to bring him on. Same thing that companies are looking for as well too. As a general manager for a public company, these are the things that I look for when I'm hiring people as well. And this is our similar things that other hiring managers and people who are responsible for budget and, bringing on team members to a team and growing teams. These are the same things that they're looking for. So you want to figure out a way how you can get practical experience and increase your skill sets. Yeah. You're also going to look for things like leadership and your management skills. They're going to look for that as well. Are you well-rounded? Do you have a well-rounded skill set? Do you have the ability to motivate people? Do you have the ability to achieve your goals, your personal goals? How have you demonstrated that? So these are all the things that people are going to be looking for in 2024 in order for you to break into the tech space and in order for you to grow within your career in tech. But now let's change gears real quick. Let's talk about, I talked about a combination of technical roles and non-technical roles. Well, I'm going to talk now about the top 10 tech jobs for 2024. Okay? Top 10 tech jobs for 2024. Things that you guys should be looking forward to if you're looking to break into tech. And these aren't in any particular order. All right? My number one is data scientist. Okay? My number one is data scientist. And these guys, you ask AI and me in the chat, ask him how much money data scientists can make. But on average, and this is I wouldn't even say average, median salary for a data scientist is $95,000 a year. Damn! It's a lot of money, guys. It's a lot of money. And their role is to analyze data, and that data ultimately will help drive business decisions. And if you have a mind that you like to look at data and tell stories with that data, or you want to get there and learn the skills as how to do it to make the kind of money, then this is a path for you. It requires skills in statistics, skills in machine learning, and skills in data analysis or data analysis. Okay? It requires skills in statistics, so you need to be good at statistics, which I think anybody can be good at. It's one of those maths that if it's in a taught in a form that is relevant to you, it's easy to learn. If it's taught in a matter that is relevant to you and on current things that we go through and we are experiencing in life, then it's one of those maths that is easy to learn and easy to comprehend. Machine learning, data analysis. Okay? That's an area that you can focus on. Make a good amount of money into the data science space. Another one I would say is software development. A lot of people say to this day, oh man, software development jobs are going to be gone. No. It's going to be faster application development because we have things like AI now. But software developers aren't going anywhere. It's going to be hard to become a software developer because you need to have a good amount of skill sets as well, the coding languages and so forth. That's the requirement to be proficient in certain programming languages. But software developers will still be a critical component in the tech space. And they make a good amount of money with a median salary. I always keep saying average, which is very similar. With a median salary of $90,000 a year, guys. Damn! That's a lot of freaking money. That's a lot of money. Median salary of $90,000. Cybersecurity analyst. Okay? Cybersecurity analyst is another one. These guys can make $85,000 a year. That's the median salary. But their role is to protect the data in protect companies from cyber threats, hacks, and all that sort of stuff. And the requirements that you need to have in order for you to become a cybersecurity analyst is knowledge of security protocols and systems. If you have that knowledge, you can make a lot of money. And I will tell you like this, guys, if you go to the link in the description of this video, this live stream, we are partnered with Level Careers, who has a fantastic cybersecurity course for $497 that will give you hands-on experience, give you an opportunity for an internship, and will allow for you to become a cybersecurity analyst when you have very little experience in tech. If that's your path that you want to go, check out Level Careers into the link of this video. You got cloud engineering as well. Cloud engineers, they can make a good amount of money as well, $85,000 from a salary standpoint. Their role is just to manage the cloud services in its overall infrastructure. And you have to have experience in one of the cloud platforms, AWS, Azure, Google, GCP, Oracle, who else is out there? Alibaba. You just have to have experience with those cloud platforms. And if you do, that is a place that you can make a whole bunch of money because the cloud isn't going anywhere and it's going to be enhanced. UX and UI designer. These guys make a whole bunch of money, and it's for those people who have the ability to visualize and are creatives, but they are responsible for designing the interfaces that we use every single day. And you have to have a good artistic, creative mind to be a UX, UI designer, but it is a fantastic role for people who have that skill set and want to understand user behavior. And these guys can make a good amount of money with a median salary of $75,000 a year. Sales engineer, a big one, guys. A big one. A big one. This is one where you can make a lot of money. Median salary is $80,000 freaking dollars. $80,000. And this is one of those roles that I look back at and say, as a software engineer, should I have gone the sales engineer's route after being a software engineer? And I think about it, would I have gotten to the 200,000, 300,000 faster? Absolutely. So to save you time If you want a combination of technical and non-technical, if you want a role that's a combination of both, where you don't have to code, but you just have to understand software and be able to communicate to people and consult with people and to solve people's problems and can, to share your experience with that software and how it's solved other people's problems, and you are a people-oriented person, you like to build those relationships, you like to present, this is one of those roads that I'm going to tell you like this. Go this direction. Go this direction. One of the requirements, the main requirements is understanding tech. You have to have the ability to understand tech products, and you have to have really good communication skills. You have to have really good communication skills. And we've partnered with Level Careers. We've partnered with Level Careers, who offers the best sales engineering course that's out there on the market. You can say it's Careers. You can say whatever the hell else out you want to say, but it's better than Careers. And why is it better? Well, because number one, it is a hands-on course that you can do at your own time. Not only that, it is affordable. It is affordable. The course is only $497. If you use the Black 100 discount, you're going to get it for about $450. But this is one of those courses that's going to give you all of these skills that you need in order for you to become a sales engineer. And if you have the ability to understand technology and communicate effectively, you can make a lot of money as a sales engineer, guys. You can make a whole bunch of money as a sales engineer. Another one is account executive. This is where I coach a lot of people in. This is where, as the founder of Level, we started the business on the backbone of helping individuals to become a account executive from the role of a sales development rep. And these guys don't make as much money from a base salary as a sales engineer perspective, but their ceilings are significantly higher. I am in an account executive role. I play as that. I'm in an account executive role, enterprise account executive. And let me tell you like this, guys. Working in certain industries, you can have a base salary of $150,000. You can have a base salary of $100,000. You can have a base salary of $70,000. The median for an account executive is about $70,000. But when you start to climb that ladder in the account executive space by having industry experience and having practical experience, that's when you can make the significant amount of money. I'll go back to my 2018 made about $314,000. 2019 made about $410, around that, right? 2020 when shit was hitting the fan, right? We did over $500,000, right? 2021 we did over that. 2022 we did short of that. But it's consistent being in a sales role, you can make that amount of money. Median salary is $70,000. Ceiling on that, the ceiling on that is millions. You got some people who are account executives, You have some people who are account executives that I know of that are bringing in millions of dollars a year. Millions of dollars a year. I didn't know that in 2018. I didn't know that in 2018. I didn't know that in 2017. I didn't know that in 2005. I didn't know that in 2006. Well, now you know because you're listening to this channel at this point in time. Now you know because you're listening to this channel at this point in time. And now you know where you can go to make a whole bunch of money in the tech space. All right. All these jobs will pay you a whole bunch of money, but there's one that will pay you significantly more if you are crushing it. Okay. And that's the account executive role. And these guys are responsible for managing accounts, developing sales strategies. Okay. Managing accounts and developing sales strategies for customers. And you have to have strong sales skills and the understanding of tech and understanding of industry trends. All right. If you can do that, you can make some life-changing money in just a year or 5 years or 3 years. And I'm going to tell you like this, guys. I'm not on here telling you that tomorrow, if you break into the tech space in any one of these roles, you're going to make the median salary. Number one, you have to do is get in. Get your foot in the door. And I don't care if you break into the tech industry as a SDR, you got your foot in the door and you're getting paid $40,000 from a base standpoint. I don't care. Just get your foot in the door and you will see the opportunities that are ahead of you. And you will also see that it's competitive. And you will also see that there are many people who can't do what you do, even though they're in that role. They can't do what you do. They don't practice as hard as you do. They don't learn as fast as you do. You can do it. You can do it. Let's talk about technical writing, because this is another one for people who have an interest into being in tech, but they like to write. Well, if you are a technical writer, median salary for a technical writer is about $65,000 a year. That's above the national average. It's above the national average. What is the role responsible for? Well, creating documentation and creating documentation. That's basically what it is. You have to have great writing skills, and you have to have a good understanding of the technical aspects of products. Okay, so technical knowledge, strong writing skills, technical knowledge. You can become a tech writer. You may be an English major. As an English major, you probably decided you want to be a teacher. You're making $40,000, $50,000 a year. You're sick of dealing with them badass kids, public schools, probably getting threatened, beat up, whatever it is, right? Come on the tech side. Come on the tech side, and you'll see that you can put those writing skills to use, make more money, deal with more people that are very similar to you, and not have to deal with those badass kids. You want to deal with those bad kids, man. As an English teacher or English major or whatever it is that you became, if you like to write and you have the ability to understand technology, you can become a technical writer. Product manager. What is the role of a product manager? To oversee the development and the life cycle of tech products. Think about them as a project manager for developers and so forth. You got to have good project management skills and the ability to do market research to understand where things are going, and have the ability to talk to customers to understand where they want to go, where they're seeing things. But these guys can make a good amount of money as well. And it is a path that can lead you to the role of a CEO one day. These guys make $100,000 a year. That's a median salary for these guys. $100,000 a year. Damn! And they make well over that. Bonuses, all that sort of stuff, right? We're not talking about, these are median salaries that are not data that's related to, big tech. This is just the median salaries. But those salaries are great. And the last one of the 10, again, this is in no particular order. And my man, AI Me, who's in the chat right here, he's going to understand this one. We already talked about data science, but AI machine learning engineer. Median salary, $100,000. They're responsible for developing artificial intelligence models and machine learning algorithms. These guys typically come into this role as a computer science major, computer engineering major, software engineering major, and so forth. But you have to have a good understanding of AI technologies and programming. So if you are somebody who wants to be on that technical side, on the cutting edge of technology and where things are going, these guys have a median salary of $100,000. But I'm going to tell you like this right now, if you have the skill sets as in AI machine learning, this is one of the highest paid technical roles that exists out there. You have people that are working for big tech companies that are making $600,000 a year, $500,000 a year, up to $1 million a year with equity, bonuses, and so forth as AI machine learning engineers. You think about the story that was out a couple of weeks ago on ChatGPT and how they got rid of Sam Altman, the CEO of ChatGPT, how the board got rid of him and they brought him back. He was going to go to Microsoft. They were going to pay him a shitload of money. He was going to bring a whole bunch of AI engineers over there. They were going to pay them a shitload of money. You're talking about these guys at, ChatGPT, OpenAI, from the data that I looked at, These guys are making over $400,000 a year. Why does Microsoft want employees like that? Because they are valuable, because they're on the cutting edge of a technology that you can use today, and that is only going to get better and going to improve efficiency in the long term. It's also going to cause some damn problems too. But when you have that skill set, you're going to get paid a whole bunch of money. Okay? Hopefully you guys have gotten that. Hopefully you guys have understood that these are the top 10. I'll go back through those top 10 again. Data science, software development, cybersecurity, cloud engineer. What else did I say? UX, UI designer, account executive, sales engineer, technical writer, product manager, and AI machine learning engineer. Those are the 10. There are many others that exist out there, but those are the 10. Okay? Now let's talk about this. Let's talk about the pathways that you can leverage to get into tech. I gave you guys some examples of, companies that we partner with in order for you to become a sales engineer, cybersecurity analyst. Well, if you want to become a developer as well, we partner with Course Careers that has a development course that's out there to help you to become a developer. And their course is only $497. Check it out on the Course Careers website. You can use the link into the description of this video where we have a link to Course Careers, and it's a great company. We are a partner of theirs. We support them. And if you are interested in the UI UX, they have a course for that as well too. Small price of $497. You use my link, you can get a $50 discount on it. So it's about $450. We are partnering with companies that will get you the education that you need for affordable price so that you can change your life. But let's get back to the point. There are many pathways to get into tech. Number one, which I still stand by this because I am, and I went through this system. Okay. And I see myself as pretty successful. All right. I see myself as pretty successful as a college graduate and a MBA graduate and a founder of a company and a corporate man, a founder of two companies. Okay. I see myself as decently successful, not very successful, but decently successful. And I went the college route. So when one of the pathways that I'm going to suggest that you go in order for you to break into tech is traditional college. Traditional college, not going to college for psychology or sociology, although those may benefit you, but those aren't the degrees that I'm talking about. I'm talking about STEM degrees. Traditional college and getting into and leveraging degrees such as computer science, business degrees, and business degrees related to management information systems, because I'm a management information systems grad, or information technology management. That is a business degree that will give you the skills to be technical and non-technical. It is the perfect blend to be technical and non-technical, which is the reason why I talk about it a lot on this channel. I talk about management information systems because that's the degree that I have. Information technology management because that's the degree that I have. And it is that degree that will give you the business side, understanding, as well as the technical side of the equation. And again, when you have both non-technical and technical skills, you are valuable to companies, which is the reason why I say traditional college is one of the paths that you guys can get into or go in order for you to break into tech, to get to education. I'm a structured guy. I can do things on my own. Obviously, I've built companies. I've studied, read books. But when it comes down to education and making a major transformation in my life, I like the traditional college route. I like the traditional college route. That's the path that I took. That's the path that I still stand on. Are there more efficient ways, faster ways to get to a means to an end? Absolutely. And that's where online courses and certifications comes in at. That's where online courses such as companies like Level Careers, and course careers, they are important because they give you specialized learning through platforms like course careers and level careers from industry experts, people who've been in this space for a very long time and keeps you up to date. That's the difference between going to school for a traditional college, especially in the world that we live in today. You go to school for a computer science degree, you're probably going to be coding on C++, Python, Java. What are some of the other programming languages that are out there? Ruby, R, all that sort of stuff, right? You're going to be programming on that, but you're going to spend about 4 years going to school. With the speed of technology, by the time that you're out, you're probably going to be a little bit behind. Where online courses will help you stay up to speed. And it is in addition to your traditional college. So when I think about online courses and certifications, I don't think as them as a complete replacement to traditional college. I see them as a supplement, an aid to it, to help you stay up to speed, to help you gain additional skills. So online courses, certifications, level careers, course careers, higher levels, Coursera, Udemy, all of those platforms will allow for you to get specialized training to help you break into tech. Some come at a cost, some are free. You choose what is best for you. And there's also tech boot camps that are out there, and boot camps can provide specialized training in a short, condensed amount of time. So typically boot camps are about 6 months to a year, and it's focused training on you getting the skills that you need in a short amount of time, skipping college, and will allow for you to be very skilled in a short amount of time, teaching the latest and greatest in the tech industry at that time. Okay. There's another path that you can go as well to. My least favorite is self-study. Now, that may be your favorite, but these are the 4 that I recommend in order for you to break into tech. Traditional college, consider online courses and certifications. If you're going to do courses by people, please do courses by companies that have positive reviews, have industry experts who are teaching the material, not some Joe Smo who decided that they went into tech sales for 1 year and decided to build a course around tech sales and how to break into tech sales. Or some Joe Smo who became a web developer in 6 months and now he thinks that he has the knowledge in order for him to teach other people to be a web developer. Those are the people that don't know shit. Okay? But they'll sell you something. And if you are a person that doesn't do your research and you're just bought in with the whole emotional aspect of it, not using logic, that's how you get scammed. So stay away, do your research. If you're looking for reviews on course careers, check them out. You can go check them out on Career Karma, Career Advisor, all that sort of stuff. You'll find the reviews. If you're looking for reviews for level careers, you'll see them across the board on the internet. Go on LinkedIn. Check out the people who graduated. Contact them and say, hey, what was your experience for course careers? What was your experience in level careers? What was your experience for Udemy? What was your experience for Coursera? Before you purchase a course, do your research. Before you purchase a boot camp, do your research. Are they promising you something? Are they promising you that you're going to have a job? If they promise you something in the tech space that we are in right now, they're lying to you. Run away. Run away. Run away. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you are a person that can self-study, that's another path for you to get in. That is another path for you to get in. There are many tech communities that are out there, people who have shared their stories, people who have YouTube channels that have built content specifically to help you break in. I think about Alex the Analyst. That guy has like videos of over an hour of teaching you SQL. Has videos on over an hour to teach you how to use Excel and advanced Excel. All that stuff is free. I think about KevTech IT support. He has videos, hours and hours of videos of teaching people how to use Active Server, or whatever the Microsoft tools that exist out there. That's another way to you to do it. Self-study. Okay. Let's talk about the hiring tips now, guys. Now that you have thought about, I'm going to get into tech and made the decision to get into tech, you've gone and got your education through going to college or online course or a boot camp or self-study. What are some of the tips that you need in order for you to get hired? Okay. The tips that you need in order for you to get hired. My number one tip is this. Make sure you have a profile, a digital profile, number one. How do you get that digital profile? You have a LinkedIn. On that digital profile, you should have a portfolio of the work that you've done. If it's at a company that you've worked for, you need to make sure that's in that profile or have access or have links within your profile. It is important for you to build a profile in a portfolio for both technical roles and sales-oriented and non-technical roles. It's very important because you need to have visibility. People need to have visibility in what it is that you're doing. When somebody sends me a message about they want to work with me, partner with me, send me an email about this, that, the other, I go and look them up on LinkedIn. They don't have a presence. I ain't messing with you. I'm not messing with you. You have to have a profile. And you have to have a portfolio. And that portfolio should have, if you went to traditional college, what are the classes that you took? What are the projects that you've worked on? The classes that you took and the projects that you've worked on. I don't care if you just had to create a API call to a weather service and you were able to display that on a web page of typing in a zip code and pushing a button and getting the weather. That is a project that you have done that should go into your portfolio. Project that I did back in 2005. APIs were all a new thing. One of the coding assignments I had to do was to create a web page where you allow people to enter in a zip code. A zip 5. Enter a zip 5. It shows you the weather for the day. Temperature, high, low, gives you a visual chart, all that sort of stuff. It was called from the Weather Channel. It was a Weather Channel API at the time. That was back in 2005, guys. Of course, I put that in my portfolio. I still may even have that out there. The second step to get you hired in 2024 is to network, guys. So when you build your portfolio or when you build your profile in your portfolio, you want to use tools like LinkedIn to network with individuals. You want to attend tech meetups. There's a tech space that is growing. I love what's going on right now into the industry, especially for content creators who are in tech. I'm starting to put my eyes on the Twitter space. And when you connect with individuals who creates content around tech, you will see that there are a host of meetups that exist around here in different cities that you could potentially attend. And this is an opportunity for you to really get a chance to learn from people, learn how to help people, and learn how to connect with people. And you can use tools like LinkedIn to do the same exact thing virtually. Okay? But you have to network. You have to make connections. When somebody reaches out to me, I looked at LinkedIn, I see who are they connected to. And if they're connected to somebody that I'm connected to, that's even better. I'll entertain the conversation. But networking is very, very important. Use LinkedIn. Be genuine with your conversations. Don't just ask for a job, when you connect with somebody, you have to provide value to people in order for them to want to help you. Even if it's something like, hey, what are you working on? I have skills in this area. Would that be of use? When you offer somebody something, they're going to be more receptive to give you something by you offering them something, even if they don't need anything from you. Networking can be hard, especially for people who are socially awkward, especially for people who are introverts, especially for people who don't like to attend conferences, because at the end of the day, it's a jockeying position when you're in these networking events, unless you are in a networking event that is put together with a strong community behind it and people are just authentic. But that's hard to do in the corporate world, because people show up to work differently than where or what they are back at home or sitting in a bar talking to you. But you have to understand that's the game and understand how to adapt and be versatile to that. But network is number 2. And if you need help with any of those, book a coaching session with Black Heights. We have the best coaches and mentors in the tech space. We have the best coaches and mentors in the tech space. Okay. Low cost of $150 gets you a 30-minute conversation with an expert in the tech space that will help you and give you the guidance that you need to help you with your profile, give you feedback on your profile, to share with you their tips on networking and so forth. If you have an event that's coming up, to help you with preparing for your interview. You have to prepare for your interview. That is something that is very important in order for you to break into tech. Interview preparation is very important. I think that may be one of the most critical aspects of breaking into the tech space, is making sure that you have your interview buttoned up. I've failed in this area many times early on in my career because I thought that an interview was you sitting down and answering questions that they may throw at you. Interview is a mutual conversation between two parties, one who holds the keys to you getting a job, two, the other person who has skill sets that the person who has the keys can leverage. It's a conversation between the two. And you have to understand that and tailor your approach for that kind of an interview. A technical interview is different than a sales or a manager interview. And you have to make sure that you are prepared. Different questions, how to answer them. If you are prepared for the interview and you've practiced and you understand the stories that you want to tell and you are conversational, it's going to be a lot easier for you to get into tech in 2024. But if you are a person that you're flying by the seat of your jeans and just think that you want to come into an interview and answer questions without any personality, without sharing stories, without sharing how you've been able to improve an overall business or improve your life or improve somebody else's life, we ain't getting into tech in 2024. Not getting into tech in 2024. Okay? So you have to tailor your approach and you have to be prepared for the interviews. And the 4th step is just staying informed, keeping up with tech trends and the market trends. And of course, if you watch this channel, you're going to stay up to speed in those things because we talk about it on a weekly basis. But to get and to dig deeper, you have to read. You have to do your own research. You have to network with people. You have to continuously learn. That's the game in tech. You have to continuously learn. You won't be doing the exact same thing 5 years from now as you were doing or you're doing today. It won't be. Tech changes so fast. And now with AI and the speed of development, it's changing even faster. So you have to consistently learn and stay up to speed on the latest and greatest industry and market trends. Okay? Those are my practical tips to you guys in order for you to break into tech. All right. Let's go back over the main points, guys. Tech is growing. It's growing, man. It's growing. We got new technologies that are continuing to improve our daily lives, improve the efficiency in businesses and so forth. And they're just looking for talent who has the skill set to be able to help. They're looking for talent who has a skill set to be able to help. There are a combination of technical roles and non-technical roles. For you people who want to be technical, you have your lane. For the people who want to be non-technical, you have your lane. But understand this, being in tech as a non-technical person, you have to understand tech, like tech. Although you may not be developing it or coding it or configuring it, you still need to understand what problems that they solve. And there are many roles out there, I was going to say careers, that you can go down to be a non-coder type of a person or have a non-coder type of a career. That is the role of a product manager, project manager, UI UX designer, sales engineer, account executive, business development rep. Okay? Skill sets are very important, and having practical experience is very important. People will hire those who have demonstrated that they have the skill sets to do the job today. And they're going to hire those who have done and can showcase the experience that they have. And again, they care about where that practical experience comes from. However, it's not a lot of weight on it. As long as you can demonstrate it with a portfolio or a story that you can tell that showcases how you've been able to deliver. Okay? So skill sets are very important. Having practical experience is very important. There are many paths that you can go down to break into tech. I talked about the 4, and I talked about them in order of why I think they're important. Traditional college, because I went down that path. You have boot camps. You have online courses and certifications. You have self-study. Choose one that works for you. Choose one that works for you based on you. I like the traditional college route because I like to sit next to people and learn and compete and so forth. Okay? That's my route. That's the route that I went. Okay? But you need to understand you. We aren't the same. You may not like traditional college. It may be too expensive for you. And it's very expensive. It's very expensive, guys. And you can accomplish so much more without going to college a lot of the times because, again, with this day and age, colleges, the things that you learn in college will be antiquated in 2 years with the speed of technology. Okay? Hiring tips. Guys, digital footprint, make sure you have a profile online using LinkedIn. Network with people using LinkedIn. Attend tech meetups. Engage in communities that are talking about tech. I see they have a lot of Twitter I don't know, what do you call those Twitter events that they have where people meet and you don't see faces, but they talk, right? Attend those, attend LinkedIn meetings, attend YouTube channels, put your information out in the chat so that people understand you. That's how you network. Okay. Interview prep. Make sure that you are prepared for your interviews and you tailor your approach based on the role that you're going for. And understand that it's not them just wanting you, it's you wanting them. So the keys may be in the employer's hand, but it's you as the employee that has to make a decision on if you want to enter this relationship with the other person. Okay? I've turned down a lot of jobs turned down a lot of positions because I didn't like the relationship that I potentially would be in. No dating, no different than dating somebody. When you get a chance to know them, you may say, not my cup of tea. Breath may be stank. Hair may be wild. Maybe not tall enough. Maybe not strong enough. Whatever the situation is, you have to make the decision if they are a good fit for you. And staying informed. It's big. Staying informed. Keeping up with the tech trends, market trends. Understanding where we're going in the tech space. Just reading every day, 5 minutes or so, checking out Business Insider, look at the tech space and see what they're talking about, or Wall Street Journal. There are so many ways that you can keep up to speed with what's going on in the tech industry. Not only that, you can just follow a whole bunch of YouTubers and listen to their recaps or what they're talking about, and you have a good understanding of what it is that's going on, what's trending. All right. I will give you guys about 2-3 minutes to drop your questions in the chat. I'll answer those. And we'll leave it over to the closing remarks after that. But before we do that, let me just check on the, make sure that I didn't miss any super chats. All right. We do. Our brother Paul Healy here dropped a 50 ball. I appreciate it, Mr. Paul. Great partnering with you. Have a nice bottle of wine on me. I appreciate you, Mr. Paul Healy. Thank you so much, guys. And I'll tell you like this. We do have the best sales engineer course. If you have an interest into sales engineering and you want to compare us to companies like Career or whoever the hell else you want to compare us to, we're going to outperform them. Self-study, 14-day money-back guarantee if you don't like it, right? We have a community that's around us. You have access to our instructor in that community. It's all relevant information that you need today in order for you to become a sales engineer. And it's created by an industry expert, an industry veteran who's been in this space for over 14 years, worked for Microsoft, or not Microsoft, worked for Amazon, worked for Coupa, working for Jaeger, right? And he's done this over multiple companies, and he's helped hundreds of people to level up in their career to become sales engineers as well, too. Okay? Check it out. Link in the description. All right. Who else is in here? All right. Okay. All right. Questions. It looks like that came up. All right. Let's go to the chat here. Goddess of Genesis says, I'm only in year 1, but I want to be able to afford living on my own, so I just have to suck it up. Yes, it's about digging deep. You can do it. I don't know what experiences that you have in life, but the most experience, or the one thing I would tell you, Goddess of Genesis, is this. You may have a lot of experiences in life. You may have delivered on things, may have not delivered on things. When it comes down to a career in tech, you have to just say, I'm going to deliver. And it's going to be hard, and you're going to be challenged. But understand this, if you stick it through, you will deliver. There is nobody who can beat you if you put your mind to it of getting into tech. Just do it. I say focus. Eliminate all the BS. Eliminate all the people that you want to follow that don't understand your path. Put them out of sight for a while. Put your head down. Just focus. It could be a year. It could be 2 years. Right? I came across a Twitter feed the other day of a young lady who said in December of last year, she was studying Java. And it's December of this year, and she is a Java developer. Took a year. Takes focus, takes dedication, takes removing all the crap that people are talking about on Twitter about things that aren't related to tech and more related to dividing and division, whether it's for people in relationships and buying new clothes and new cars and all that sort of stuff, right? Or who you're dating or the relationships that you're in. Eliminate all that. Eliminate all the crap that just causes you to get emotional and say, I'm not going to go that direction, and say, you know what, I am responsible for my life. And let's just say you haven't been responsible for your life. Now you need to be responsible for your life because you're an adult. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to harm you. No boogeyman is out there. No boogeyman is out there. People are too selfish today. You think about the world that we live in with Instagram and so forth. People care about themselves. They care about themselves more to be worrying about other groups of people or other individuals and how they are going about doing things. There's no boogeyman that's out there. Everything falls on your responsibility. So if you own that, you're going to win. If you tell yourself that you have to dig a hole 6 feet deep and nobody's going to be there to help you, and it may take you 2 months to get it done, you'll get it done. You may have to get some new tools. You may have to do it at a certain time of the day when the ground is soft. You may have to ask for help, but you're going to get it done. Nobody's going to stop you from doing it. Nobody's going to scare you from doing it or anything like that. And surround yourself with communities that support you, right? That's a huge piece of it as well. Surround yourself with people who support you. Because a lot of times, as a coach, I run across individuals who don't get to places in life because they don't have the people around them to support them. They haven't changed their community. It's no different than if you want to lose weight in the household, you got to get rid of the snacks because the environmental aspects of it will pull you into doing the things that aren't for you. So you have to change your environment. You have to get rid of the junk food in the house if you're looking to lose weight. You have to. You got to get rid of it because you're going to have competing forces that's saying, give in, give in, give in. So if you are in a community that's not supportive of you, find a community that is. Black Heights is here. We're here to support you. All right. Mitch says this. Is business development business analytics? Is business development business analytics analyst? Business development, Mitch, is a completely different space than business analysis and business analytics. Business development is more of the sales side of things. Okay. It's really generating leads, finding new ways to create new business. Think about business development as sales. Business analytics, completely different. That's having a good understanding of data and how data can improve businesses. Completely different things there. There is no correlation. You can have business development for business analytics tools and companies that have business analytics or business intelligence tools like BI and so forth, and they have a whole bunch of business analysts that work for them, and you have salespeople that sell that sort of stuff. But they're different things, Mitch. Okay. Hey. All right. How can one land an internship provides living accommodation? God of Genesis says, how can one land an internship that provides living accommodations? That's not normal, God of Genesis. You're not going to get an internship that's going to provide you living arrangements unless you go out of the country or something along those lines. If you are a United States citizen or a citizen of somewhere else and you're looking to get an internship, you got to think about this, God of Genesis, right? You're looking for their help to get you to where you want to get to. They can either pay you for it or you are going to help for free. When I did internships, I helped people for free, right? So in one of my stories that I'm going to share on this channel, I share my sacrifice in doing it. I got evicted from my apartment when I was in college because I had a paying job that was in retail. I did an internship, an unpaid internship for a summer, didn't have the money, but still did it 30 hours a week, had to quit the job that was paying me money, and I got behind in rent. So I got evicted. So thinking that a company is going to pay for your living arrangements is not going to happen. I'll just tell you like that. It's not going to happen. I'll be truthful with you. Companies don't pay interns living arrangements. You have to be a super valuable, skilled person in order for somebody to make that happen for you. They may pay you, which I think they will do. I'm bringing in interns right now, and I pay them $15 an hour. Okay? They will pay you, but you are responsible for your living arrangements. That's your responsibility, not the companies. Companies don't pay people's living arrangements at all. They only pay people's living arrangements when they go on secondment, which is when you are a person that works for that company and they want to send you over to another part of the world to grow a business or to help the other company or to help the people at the company. They'll pay for your living arrangements then. But as an intern, nobody is going to pay for your living arrangements. So please get that out of your head. You are responsible for your living arrangements. You are responsible for getting paid. You are responsible for making the sacrifice in order for you to get into tech. All right. Operation Tech Takeover. Make sure you're posting relevant content on LinkedIn. Absolutely. That's another good way to do it. Ant Johnson, very true. Took me a year, self-study. Now I'm a data engineer. Absolutely. I mean, you have to really do it. You can't give yourself any excuse. You have to say, okay, and it's the end of 2023 right now. If I'm looking to break into tech, I want to do it in a year. Plan your goals, where you need to do and what you need to do in order for you to get there, whether that's education, boot camps, and so forth. By 2025, I want to be in the tech space. And go out there and do it. That means you got a full year to focus on you. That's the thing. People don't understand that they need to focus on them. Focus on you. Be selfish with the world. F the world when it comes down to the rest of what you need to do in order for you to provide for yourself and your family. You need to take care of you first in order for you to be able to take care of anybody else, right? If you are holy, if you are, focusing on yourself, you are well balanced, then you can go out into the world to help other people, right? You can go out to the world to help other people. But if you don't have that selfishness to take care of yourself first, you're not going to bring your best self to help other people. Okay? So be selfish, focus on yourself, put your head down like a brother Ant Johnson said, self-study, whatever it is that you need to do, set a goal, take those steps along the way, and you will see that it's the best thing that ever happened to you. The challenge that I have with a lot of times, and this is with, again, I'm a career coach, people want to do it. They say, I'm going to get this done. They sign up for a course, they get to it because they just have that motivation because they watch one of these videos and they start it and life hits them. Life is regular, what they've been doing all the time. They're comfortable with regular life than being uncomfortable with going towards a new life that's going to help them. They're more comfortable going back to the regular same shit, knowing that they need to make a change, but not willing to sacrifice something. They're not willing to sacrifice something to make a better life for themselves. Be selfish. Sacrifice your time with your friends. Sacrifice your time with your family. Explain it to them. Be transparent. I need to get to this certain place. If they are the type of people that say, oh, you're just leaving this behind, fuck them. F them. Okay? Because they're not there for you. They just want your time so that they can compete with you and make themselves feel better. But if they're supportive and they're telling you go and do it, and I'm still going to be here no matter what, those are the people that you want around. Those are the people that you want around. Ann Johnson, why go for an internship when you can get employed? That's true. The internship comes from when you are in college. That's where most people get an internship. Internships happen typically when you're in college. Or you can go for a part-time job, or you can go for full-time employment. But internships typically happens when people are full-time students in college and college offers them an internship, or a company offers them an internship because it's a short window. It's a short window that you get an opportunity to get experience in. 2 to 3 months, maybe even 1 month, maybe just during the winter time. So why go for an internship? Because it's offered short amount of time. Consider an internship like part-time work, seasonal work. That's what we call internships, seasonal work. All right, God, I've got Genesis says, yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of internship because I'm in college right now and working a full-time job, paying for car accident I got in, so I need an internship for more experience. Absolutely, got it. Jabron Jones, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Sacrifices are achievements and accomplishments, not entertainment. Abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. I appreciate you, brother Jabron. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. I just chatted with brother Jabron this morning. He shared with me some statistics on how we're changing the world. One person at a time, one day at a time. Again, the benefits of what I'm doing today is not expected to be seen tomorrow, although a lot of times it is seen, right? I have many messages and emails and text messages and WhatsApps and YouTube comments about the lives that we are changing, the lives that we are changing. But the value of this sort of stuff and content, where I'm not going to see the results until 2040, 2050, 2060, and so forth. I know that. It's a long-term game. Long-term game. Think about your career that way. What you're putting in now, what are the results that you want to see 20 years from now for your kids, for your family, and so forth. It's a long-term game. If you think that way, you'll make the right decisions today, because you know that the later you start, the more behind you're going to be. Okay? Guys, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the show today. I'm going to get better at this content space. I love to get on here and talk to you guys and show you my face, but I want to incorporate some visuals. So that's why I'm bringing in an intern to help me with all that, to help me with the podcast and so forth for 2024. Part of my goals. Going to show more visuals on the channel, doing some fun stuff, playing around with more this sort of stuff, more visuals like this, but related to the topics itself. We're going to improve your experience. That's what we're going to do in 2024 to make these even better. Guys, that's all I have for today. I appreciate you guys being here. I sincerely appreciate you guys standing here listening. Hopefully this has helped you in some aspects of your Saturday, and we will see you guys on the next one. Until next time, guys. Peace. Got a Genesis. Thank you so much for being here and being active in the chat. Brother Jabron, I appreciate you for being here, my man. And always that guy. Brother Ant Johnson, thank you so much for sharing your story. Crushing it, my man. Crushing it, crushing it. Brother Scotty, thank you so much for being here. Operation Tech Takeover. Brother Mitch, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you too. Rashawn, good to see you, man. Miss Wade, as always, thank you so much for being here. Data Bunny says, yep, that LinkedIn present goes a long way. Good to see you, Data Bunny. Brother Paul, thank you so much again for the $50 super chat. Robin's in the house. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Robin. Sapita, good to see you. AI Me is in the house. Good to see you, man. Chosen One from Abraham is in the house. It says, so I start tech boot camp soon. Are you saying that coding I want to stay away from, but still stay in tech? No, I'm not saying that at all, Chosen One Abraham. I am telling you like this, that coding is a great field to stay into if that's what you are interested in from the tech space. Fantastic place to be. But you have to understand what your skill sets are to determine where you're going to go in your career. Michael Carter, good to see you, my brother. Mr. Stern is in the house. Graham Barrett's in the house. Good to see you. Spencer Bass is in the house. Good to see you, Spencer. Long time no see, man. Locksmith's in the house. David Noel. Brother Jerome is in the house. Good to see you, man. Good to see my brother Jerome in the house. You guys don't know about Brother Jerome. Brother Jerome is responsible for all this content that I just dropping on the channel on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's my brother right there. He is the back end guy for the Black Heights channel. He does a fantastic job and we are growing together, man. Appreciate you, Brother Jerome. Brother Noah's in the house, man. Good to see you, Brother Noah. Long time no speak, my man. Good to see you guys. Check out Brother Noah page, LinkedIn. You want some video services done and you're in the DC area, go and check them out. Awesome individual, Black Heights member, crushing it.